Hello everyone, I'm Corey, and I'm going to be reading and explaining a poem to you, which is one of my favorite poems called The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. This is one of the most influential and most recognizable poems of the early 20th century, but it is also one of the most misunderstood, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. So keep in mind, this is The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that, the passing there had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. So Robert Frost really begins this poem by giving the reader a sense of what the traveler is going through. He's in the middle of a wood with a forked road ahead of him, and he realizes right from the beginning that he cannot travel down both roads. He says in the first stanza, and sorry I could not travel both. So really, the traveler wants to go down both roads. He wants to get both experiences, but he knows in the short time frame he has, without a map or any other way to tell him where to go, he does not have that opportunity. In the next stanza, Robert Frost tells a little bit more about the paths that the traveler has to take, the options that he can choose from. He says that one path was grassy and wanted wear, but he says about both paths that people walking had really worn them about the same. So while many people say that the traveler took the road less traveled by, really they were about the same in terms of wear. In the next stanza and the last stanza, the traveler really gets into how he feels about the decision he's making. He doubts himself, even looking into the future, about how he will think about the situation and the decision he made in the past. He says in the fourth stanza, I doubted if I should ever come back, meaning looking in the future, he doubts if he should come back and realize that he made the wrong decision about the path he took in the first place. He even says in the fifth stanza, I shall be telling this with a sigh, meaning that he knows he's not sure about the decision he's making, and he's really second-guessing himself. And of course, the famous last phrase, I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. But really, as we talked about before, he did not take the one less traveled by. They had the exact same amount of wear. So what is Robert Frost going into here? Well, this isn't like everyone thinks, talking about taking the one less traveled by and being a unique person under the circumstances. Really, he's talking about seizing the moment and owning your decision, something the traveler does not do very well. So when you're looking at this in the future, think about this poem, The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost, and realize that if you seize the day, take opportunities, and take chances, you can really live a happier and better life. Thank you.